Hey guys, I just wanted to make a quick little update because it seems as though I kind of owe it to you guys. I haven't made many videos in the last year, as I kind of commented about in my outfit of the day video. Life kind of just got hectic with relationships, family, job, everything. There's so much stuff that went down that it was, I could make the excuse and say that I didn't have the time. I'm sure that there were many times that I could have just sat down and made a video, but a lot of stuff came up and I felt low and I didn't really feel like making a video, honestly. And I know that seems kind of rude or whatever, but life happens, and so a lot of stuff went down. Let's start with, you probably have already seen my boyfriend tag with Evan. We broke up last summer. I believe it was last summer in like May or June. And shortly after that, I started dating another guy. And we were together for about 4 or 5 months. We got engaged in November, and we ended up breaking up I'd say, around May. Around May or June we broke up. And we had been living together, just like me and Evan were living together. And it just didn't work. Just like me and Evan were two completely different people. And I sort of already knew that, but I kind of just wanted to try as hard as I could because, he's the father of my child, and I wanted more than nothing than to, or more than anything, more than nothing. I wanted more than anything to stay with the father of my child, naturally, but we both couldn't force it anymore, and we just fought more than anything, and it wasn't healthy for us, and it wasn't healthy for Callie, so that ended. And the things with John, things seemed perfect, but ultimately I just wasn't happy. We couldn't just leave it at that, I guess. So I moved out of there and I lived with my mom for a while, and then I met someone else. And I know it seems like, short spans between like guys, but with John had already, that was the second guy I dated. We had known each other for years, so it wasn't like some random guy. We knew pretty much everything about each other, and so we were friends and stuff before, so it wasn't like I just, picked up a stranger or whatever. But the new guy, he was a complete stranger. I had never met him before, and we started things slow, like every relationship should. With Evan and John, it didn't. We kind of just jumped into moving in together. Just everything. Like, everything was really sped up in both of those relationships, and I think that maybe that was the downfall, the reason. I don't know, I think we just kind of skipped the relationship part, I guess. Like, when you get to know somebody, and if you've already known them for a while and you know everything about them, I guess you don't really take the time to learn anything new. Like, there was plenty of other things that I found out about Evan and John while I was with them, but I don't know, it just seemed different, I guess. And so anyways, with this new guy, His name's Mark. And we took things slow, and we started dating on July the 14th. And I could not be any happier than I am right now. We've been together almost 6 months, and he just moved in with me. I know, but we actually dated for 6 months before he moved in, so hey, give me props for that, please. But anyways, he did move in with me, me and Callie, so I'm really happy about that. We get along really well. Everything is perfect, and we do have arguments. I'm not even going to deny that because there's no point. Everybody argues, obviously, but our arguments are petty, and I'm just really happy. Like, I haven't felt this happy with someone ever, and he makes me smile. He treats me like a princess, and I know it's not all about that, but it's not about like material things. He just treats me like a princess. Like, he's sweet, and he's caring, he's kind, he's everything that I've wanted, and I love him. So I'm very happy with him. So yeah, he moved in just the past weekend ago. So I don't even know the date. So whenever this is posted, it would have been just the weekend that just went by. So I'm really happy about that. And it's his first time living with another girl. So it's all new to him. So it's really fun for me because he's just new to it, and he's just so innocent, and I love him, and he's adorable. Anyway, I couldn't say anything bad about him. He's sweet, and I will never let this one go. He is amazing, and I do believe he's my soulmate. So I believe I'm very lucky. So yes, that's that. So that's a huge update. And I will do a boyfriend tag because he actually wants to do one. So I'm really excited about that. And so yeah. Aside from that, Callie is 3 years old. We'll do an update about her. I'm hoping to make a video with her. It's so difficult because, as most of you moms out there know, 3-year-olds, oh my gosh. Whew. The terrible twos, let's just leave it at that. Sometimes it's hard to keep my cool, but like at the end of the day, I just stop and I think, she's 3. She doesn't understand any different. So instead of, this whole power struggle back and forth of, pick up your stuff. No, I don't want to. I just sort of, I've got to just be cool with her. And usually when she says no, if I say, oh, thank you, she'll actually go do it. So it's like reverse psychology or something, I don't know. But, we figure out ways to do stuff, and she's happy, and that's all that matters. But she is so smart. She's grown up so much. I was looking at old pictures of her, and it's so crazy to see how little she was, and I miss my little baby. She's grown up. This was the first Christmas that, she understood Santa Claus. She opened up her presents by herself, like with no assistance, and, she knew what she was getting. Like, she opened her presents and she knew what these things were. She was naming them. And, she sings songs all the time, and when we're driving, she asks for specific songs on my CD, and if a song comes on that she doesn't request, she knows what the name of the song is because she's very vocal. She asks me when she hears a song for the first time, what is that? And I tell her, and later on, if that song comes on, she knows what it is. And I don't know. I think it's really cool. It's just so neat to see a child develop from, like, so it's almost like they're brain dead. Like, I know it sounds rude, but it's almost like a baby is brain dead because they can't really do anything, you know what I mean? Like, they can't, some of them, like, when, I think, how old? I think it's up until like a month or 2. Jeez, it's been a long time, so don't judge me if I get this completely wrong, but where they can't even keep like eye contact. Like you could be like this and they don't follow your hands. They don't see your face or anything like that. Maybe 1 or 2 months is a little bit too far ahead. I don't really remember. But yeah, they go from like this brain dead stage where they can't vocalize anything, they can't say anything, they can't look around or whatever, to some little toddler that's like telling you what to do. You know what I mean? Like when I say clean up, and if she says no, I don't want to, or you do it. It's just like, oh my gosh. It's so surreal to see that she's grown into a little person, you know? Like it's, I don't know. It's pretty cool, but I do miss that little baby that wanted to cuddle. She only wants to cuddle if she's tired or sick, and most of the time she doesn't even want to do that anymore. So she's very independent, and I miss the little dependent girl. But I love the little girl that she's growing into. She is, oh, she's like the exact blend of me and Evan. Like everything to do with our personalities is exactly what she is. Like she's a hilarious little thing. Oh, a creature. She's a hilarious little creature. I love her to death. Oh my god. So yeah, that's the update with her. What else? What else? I am still addicted to Skyrim. Totally into it. I actually got a tattoo. I know. I got a tattoo with the nightingale symbol. I don't know if any of you are familiar with that. I don't really want to show you right now because I have to like stand up. It's on my hip. It's yeah, so I don't know. I'm obsessed, guys. Like at night when I'm not working, when I'm not doing anything with Callie, you know, when she's gone to bed, I've taken my shower, I'm relaxing, I pop that game on and I'm out. Although, since this weekend, I've had to share my game because Mark is equally as obsessed with it. So, I gotta share. No, I'm okay with sharing. Just I don't want to seem like some, you know, crazy bitch or anything like that. But I like my Skyrim time too. But that's okay. I enjoy watching him too because he's really good at it, just like me. So it's nice to watch a game and not see someone, you know, when you're like watching someone play a video game or do something and you're like, oh my god, they're awful at it. Well, it's not like that. So it's actually enjoyable to watch. On another note, I think it was 2 days before Christmas. I think December 23rd. Yes, December 23rd. I went outside for a smoke. Yes, I still smoke. Boo, 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 I know. But I went outside on my deck and I was smoking and I heard like this cat howling, It almost sounded like it was in pain or something. It scared the hell out of me. And of course, here in New Brunswick, the snow is like, it's ridiculous. We've had like freezing rainstorms, snowstorms, and this was all before January. Like it was ridiculous for 2 solid weeks. I swear, like the snowbanks like at the end of my driveway are double my height. Granted, I'm only 5'1", but whatever, they're still double my height. That's a lot of snow. But like in my backyard to go, like there's a forest behind my backyard, so the snow to go to my forest, the snow to go to the forest is literally like out to my waist. And because it was freezing rain and all that stuff, it was like a solid ice, like a solid ice layer on top of that ice. So even though you broke down in it, if you were like moving forward, like you could feel the ice on your legs. So anyway, I love animals, so I had to go see. I heard this howling and I was kind of scared. I didn't want it to be like some wild cat, you know what I mean? Just like, I don't know. I guess I always think the worst and I'm always concerned or whatever, but better safe than sorry. So I took out my phone and I put the flashlight on and I was like, kitty, kitty, and it kept howling and I was like, oh my god, what's going on? So anyway, short story, I walked through snow. I was hitting the ice on my kneecaps, and I have massive bruises from that still. They're still healing. But anyways, I went all the way back, and there's like this tree branch covered by like a pile of snow. So I moved the snow, the branch, and I could hear the howling, and I'm like, hey, I don't see anything. So I started moving snow, and there was a cat, a little kitty, curled up in the snow howling. And I was like, oh my god. So I was freaking out because I didn't want to put my hand in and have it bite me. So I put my light really close to it so that I could grab like the scruff of its neck. That's not mean. Don't get mad at me. I'm not cruel to animals. It's just I did not want this thing to bite me. It's a wild animal. Like, well, to me, it's a wild animal. So I picked it up and I immediately put it in my jacket. It had ice hanging off its fur, and it was shaking, like vibrating, and my heart was broken. I ran back in here, hitting the ice. Like, seriously, I damaged my legs so bad. Came in, and I'm telling you, I was loaded with snow. I did not care. I went straight to the bathroom, got a towel. I didn't care that there was snow and ice everywhere. Frig that, I don't care. I covered this cat up in the blanket, petting its head, saying, you know, it's okay. You know, in that little kitty voice, it's okay. And I was warming it up, and it started purring. And then it was like trying to like get to my face. I'm like, don't come near my face. I don't know where you've been. So anyway, so it got all warmed off and it dried up, and Mark got home from work. He wasn't living with me then, but he was literally almost here all the time. So basically living with me. But so he came home after work. He walked in and he's like, when did you get a cat? Because like he had literally just seen me like a couple hours before that, and so I was like, I saved it. He's like, oh my gosh. I was like, I know. So anywho, yeah, we warmed it up and we cuddled with it, and it kind of smelled bad. I don't know how long it had been outside or whatever, but it was like skin and bones. Like, it was sad. And at the time, I couldn't leave to go eat cat food or cat litter or a litter box or anything because Callie was sleeping. So I can't just, you know, peace out. So thank goodness, like, Mark got home, I'd say 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes after I just got the cat inside. So he went and got cat food in a cat litter box, and I prepped up the dish and the water dish and the litter box and gave it a bath. And so she smelled good, and she was like eating so much, drinking up that water. But to this day, and I kept her, and she's right here. Kitty. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Hey, little baby. She's a good girl. She's tiny. She's still little, but she has she actually has meat on her bones now. So that makes me very, very happy. So, is the camera in the right? I don't know. I don't even know if this is like in the right place. Sure. Anyway, so she's not skin and bones anymore, so I'm really, really happy about that. But I don't have a name for her yet. I don't know. I wanted to wait like a week or two and see, you know, what kind of personality she has, but I'm just really happy. And I think that it was one of the cats that, you know, run around outside, because there was always a freaking cat eating my garbage, and I think it was that little brat. But it doesn't eat garbage anymore, but it still doesn't know how to use the litter box properly. Like, it goes in there, but like the litter is literally like 2 meters away from the litter box when I go in there, and I'm like, oh my god. But whatever. I saved her life. It kind of breaks my heart to think what could have happened if I hadn't gotten her. Like, she was under snow under a branch. So I'm thinking maybe she was like walking and she fell. Like, she had a soft spot and she went in and she didn't know how to get out. So it broke my heart. But she must have been there for a while because she was covered in ice. Like, ice was coming off her fur. Like, it was stuck to her. So that broke my heart.